Genie grind and watch him get rich, huh? Remember when I said I hit a lick, huh? I don't really wanna fuck the bitch, what? Willie went and made another hit, okay, like Prada on my motherfucking kid, huh? Louis on my motherfucking hip, huh? Curry how I dunk, no switch, hey, fucker gonna fuck that bitch, hey, if you ain't gon' fuck with me, you a dumb fuck, put up a hit but feel like one punch, look at my bank and I'm getting dumb rich, and I'm gonna count it up till 100,
Hello world, I'm What If Studia, and today we are doing What If the Earthlings had gotten married earlier. Now why I say Earthlings is because Goku was the only other one that got married, and if he was to get married early, he would be married when he was like 8 to Chi-Chi when she was 5. I don't want to go down that route, so we're not going to go down it. So we're just going to start off with like Bulma meeting Yamcha, and Yamcha just instantly is attracted to her, of course, and this time is less nervous. He's much more sort of suave. So he does his moves on her, of course, which does not fool her at all, which is what he likes about her. Actually, he starts to like her a lot more because none of his really things that keep him going when it comes to girls work on her. She just doesn't care, but he keeps on trying, and he, as he does in the original, she falls in love with him too at the end of the story. So they start to become boyfriend and girlfriend, but much more, platonic this time, as Yamcha loves her back much more. So they become boyfriend and girlfriend for the rest of the series, and then it comes to the World Tournament, where Goku and is estimated. No, not Goku and Chi-Chi on that one. No, actually it is Tien and Launch. After Tien ties with Goku, Launch follows Tien out to the woods. Launch follows Tien out to the mountaintops. As he tries to dodge her running along the mountaintops, going from each one to one, she follows him harshly, very much. He starts to like her, though, because of her persistence, and respects it, as she is also sort of a fighter of herself. I mean, she has that gun, at least. So, basically, he respects her for that, at least. And they start to have a little bit of a feelings for each other after a while. After spending a long time in the wilderness, he starts to thank her for bringing out all this food for her, and she figures out something that she can do for him instead of just annoying him. And so she asks him to be her boyfriend, and he agrees. As he just says, like, at least leave me alone for like a month for me to train. You can come every single week, I don't care. Just, leave me alone for at least a little bit of time. Chaozu and me need our training, alright? She's like, fine. So basically, yeah, he's left out in the woods. Same old. But this time he has much more of a following, as he has been moving around from mountaintop to mountaintop, saving people and stuff, doing whatever he really can, as he would usually, but he was stuck onto one mountain. This time he'll be saving many people, and he gained the following. And that gets him thinking how to help all the general people, which Launch suggests, how about starting a dojo? And so he gets this idea, but he's like, how do I fund it? And then Yamcha comes in with Bulma's money, and his money too, because he became a baseball star much earlier, I would believe. Because, money. And then he's like, but I also would like to have 2 styles instead of 1. And then Krillin comes in. He's like, all right, I get the frickin' message. Fine. He becomes good friends with Yamcha over this 4 years after, he broke his arm during the martial art. They have like a little redo. Tien wins, of course. How opposites attract. He becomes great friends with Yamcha. And Yamcha sort of develops his style with Crane. However, he keeps his own. He also likes to teach his own at the dojo sometimes. And Roshi stops by too to help them with with the whole entire dojo thing. I mean, techniques and stuff of the such. And yeah, the dojo goes very well. It's still being reconstructed once, I believe, Raditz comes by, but by that time, Piccolo Jr. happens, and, all this shit that they sort of deal with all together. As, Krillin becomes great friends with Tien and Yamcha at the same time, I mean, he's a great guy all around, and he sort of becomes a boyfriend with Marin, who he meets at the tournament before. And that gives him drive to go on forward and learn at the dojo as he takes on the garb of, the Crane School, and he has 2 patches on it, Crane School and the Turtle Style. So this creates a little hub where they all kind of like get together each year. And at the next tournament, I believe that Goku still wins their battle. However, it's much closer this time, because Tien has secretly been putting weighted stuff inside of people's clothes, as he saw as he saw from Goku when he came down from his training from Kami. And so he starts to train his students in that sort of way, and he sees great boosts in power. This helps a lot in general for them, and also for Krillin, Yamcha, and Tien. They all gain from this. However, they do not know that there's weights in their clothing, so they don't even know. So by this time, it's the end of the series and end of Dragon Ball. Then Dragon Ball Z starts. We'll start out with sort of Tien and Yamcha and Krillin all teaching at the school and getting together once in a while. And they say like, oh yeah, Goku's coming this time, like we haven't seen him in so long since he married Chi-Chi and just started, a kid and stuff. And Tien's like, yeah, I'm having a kid myself. And Launch comes in at the ring of the bell, right on time, and says like, yeah, Goku is coming and stuff. And yeah, they don't really know what they're gonna name their kid. Actually, just name him in the comments. I don't really know what the name is gonna be. Actually, I don't even know if it's gonna be a girl or a boy. I think I'd rather a boy, just because I can train him better. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, she's pregnant and stuff, and Tien's pretty proud because then he gets a kid and stuff, and all of them are congratulating him, and then Chaozu in the corner, kind of like humming to himself or something, thinking to himself, says that he feels a sort of power boost in the distance. It must be it must be Goku and Piccolo, because they have the same power levels. However, they're draining fast. Like their power levels are decreasing. So they all think this is very suspicious and start and Yamcha says that, oh, he'll take them, he has a car and stuff. So they all get in his car and start driving there as fast as they can, and feeling the power energies, they can tell that a lot is happening. Like, this is a deadly opponent, apparently. As they get closer, they feel his power level, and it's like 4 times the power of Piccolo, which is insane to them. So Chaozu starts to get telekinetic into Goku's head and tells him that they're on their way and they're coming to help, which was the wrong time to do that, because Goku is currently in a half Nelson, put Raditz in a half Nelson, and lets go a little bit, but just enough that Raditz gets out and then gets a hole through the chest. So Goku dies. That sucks. And Piccolo feels kind of bad, but also pretty happy that he killed at least one person with that one, finally. But now he has to deal with Raditz, which does not go well for him. He gets a punch to the gut and is instantly just defeated. He's about to be killed fully, but then the humans come in and Tien knees the fuck out of Raditz's mouth, breaking the scouter on his head. Not breaking it fully, like the speaker and stuff still works, but it's just that it can't read anything, and he basically counts it as useless. Now it's on speaker mode, and he can hear everything going on, and its speaker is really loud now. So Raditz, then grabs Tien out of pure rage, because he just got his jaw is now hanging there as he just got dislocated by Tien. He grabs Tien and has his thumb on his third eye and starts squeezing as hard as he can. As his eye starts bleeding, he gets paralyzed by Chaozu, and then both Yamcha and Krillin dash at him, just basically doing as much damage as they can in 1 second. Both using Yamcha using his Wolfang Fist signature, and Krillin using rock paper scissors, blinding Raditz, allowing them all to change into multi-form, which allows them to beat the shit out of him. They start just comboing him up into the air, tossing him to the other one, constantly, and they leave like their original bodies like in different places and start charging up ki. Yes, I'm doing a Naruto thing. So they gain their max ki while Raditz says fuck it and just does a double Sunday, wiping out all of the extra clones, which does hurt the original body, but not as much as you'd think. Like just a bit. It's just more of their endurance is destroyed from it. So then they, as now they all have their all their super attacks. Chaozu tries to freeze him again. However, Chaozu gets a kick to the face as Raditz is now super mad. He basically upheaves the ground with his rage because he just punches the ground, sending everybody up into the air, firing ki blasts at all of them. However, they're smarter than that. Again, they're all great martial artists. However, they did not expect a ground attack. So, stunned temporarily, Raditz uses this to clobber them all together, taking both Krillin and Tien's heads, bashing them together, hurting Tien's eye even more, making it bleed this time. Takes Krillin, knees him in the stomach, however, Tien comes in to cover him. He gets hit back very fast until he gets a Wolf Fang Fist, like a critical strike on right. Tien sees that there's a like a weakness point on his chest, a little hole there from Gohan, and he tells Yamcha right where to hit him. As Tien fires a Dodon Ray, which is slapped away from Raditz, as Raditz tries to intimidate him with like a little beam back. He gets hit by Wolf Fang Fist right in that spot, injuring him majorly. As he's spiked to the ground by a volleyball hit from Tien readies up a Spirit Tri-Beam, which uses part of his life force to fire off the Tri-Beam. This won't kill him, but it surely will hurt him quite a lot. And also, Krillin charges up a Kienzan, which slices through the double Sunday that Raditz had powered up. Slicing through it, and Raditz catches it, throwing it to the left of him. But then is hit by the full force of the Tri-Beam, shooting him straight into the ground, crushing the ground under him. This Spirit Tri-Beam almost kills Tien, as he does it multiple times to make sure that Raditz is dead. Once they're sure that Raditz is dead, they all fall to the ground, as they all were using Slight Ki to float. They're like, we did it! Fucking hell. They're all basically, like, so tired. They use all their ki, all their endurance, everything to do all this shit. And Piccolo was telling on the sidelines Chaozu what the little sensor was saying, what the guys on there were saying. Like, they heard them say something about, you know, Piccolo, if he dies, like, the Dragon Balls are gone. And then they're like, oh yeah, the Dragon Balls. And then exposition shit. Basically, Piccolo heard all that and tells Chaozu that they're going to this place called Planet Namek. That's his home. If you go there, you can resurrect him and he can see his own people and maybe redeem himself. He chuckles at this fact and then dies. You know, and that they need to go there, basically. So Chaozu tells this to all the rest of them, which they all just sigh really harsh, as they're all taken to the hospital by Yamcha, who got not the most hurt out of all of them. So they all get driven to the hospital, and then Tien has to face Launch, which is pretty awkward, because now he has to tell her that they're going to this alien place. He has 3 months to, like, hang around, but by then the thing will be made, which will take them to Namek. So basically, Launch comes in, and he's like, I'm so sorry that I have to go, and I almost died, and I just want to say one thing. And he looks down to her belly as she's pregnant and stuff, and he's like, I'm not going to be here for you. I'm going to be gone. But that's not because I hate you. That's because I want to save you. It's because I love you. Is why I'm leaving. So, with that done, I would call it here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I think that this is my favorite one. Out of all my Dragon Ball ones, yeah, this one's gonna be pretty fun. I'm gonna have, like, so much development with the humans. I just want to see how far they can go, you know. I mean, their power can only go so far, that is true, but I really want to see what they can do. Anyways, thank you so much, world, for watching, and I guess I'll just see you somewhere, sometime. Bye-bye.
Genie grind, I wish I'm getting rich, huh? Remember when I said I hit a lick, huh? I don't really wanna fuck the bitch, what? Willie went and made another hit, okay, like Prada on my motherfucking kid, huh? Louis on my motherfucking hip, huh? Curry how I dunk, no switch, hey, fucker gonna fuck that bitch, hey, if you ain't gon' fuck with me, you a dumb fuck, put up and hit him up for that one punch, look at my bank and I'm getting dumb rich, and I'm gonna count it up till 100,